spoonfuls, not mouthfuls, I guess. It's one shift at a time. It's one period, one game. I mean, we're obviously backs against the wall, but we have confidence in our group, and it's just really been I think a lot of our games been really good, and it's just been finishing. We've had some if you want to call it tough puck luck, yeah, we have. I mean, 8 goalposts in last 2 games is not ideal, but we're that's the way it goes sometimes, and you got to fight through it, and we got to all find ways to break through and produce more. I think we Jakey was great for us last game. You don't give up a goal 5-on-5. I think you put yourself in a good position to win. So we have to build on the good things we're doing and just find a way to have the swagger to finish the job when we get scoring chances. The hardest thing about playoffs is staying in the moment. Whether you're during a game or in between games or after game, all that, it's really tough. It's a little bit of mental torture a little bit because you have to be so disciplined all the time. So I think we just got to be for tonight, and then we'll see what happens. You just take it one at a time, and you got to be really mentally disciplined and stay right in the moment of what we're doing.
Matt, you guys were down 2-0 going to Vegas last year, still able to dig out the series.
Mm-hmm.
What can you draw from that going into your situation now?
Yeah, I think every team, we talked about this morning, every team that wins at the end of the day has a moment in time where it doesn't look good, and right now that's ours. So last year when we went there, I remember after game 2 feeling like, man, could this be over this quickly, like that great a year, and could this be over? And then we go and bang out 3 in a row, and so we've done it before against a tough opponent. So, but at the same time, you can't look to the third game. You can't even look to the second game. You can't even look to the second period tonight. You got to look at just the first period and everybody's first shift. And like I said, it's all about mindset. And whether we win or lose, sometimes that's out of your control. It's a lot of time it's out of your control. But do you give yourself a chance to win? And I think we've done that the last 2 games. Despite the scores getting away late in the game, I think we've carried a lot of the game and parts of the game, and just haven't broken through, get the lead, tie the game type thing. So there's a lot of good stuff to draw on, and we need to draw on that tonight, and then just have the confidence that we know we can get it done.
Why is this such a tough team to be chasing against?
Because they can turn a 45-second D-zone shift into a goal for them. You saw it, 4th goal in game 3. They're capable of they're always attacking, and they're not getting the line and dumping pucks, and very often they're attacking you, and so you got to be on your toes all the time. And the second you give them a bit of daylight, they can go the other way. And I think we've defended quite well at times, and I think last game, I mean, like I said, we give up 2 goals in the whole game, and that aren't empty netters, and you should win those games, right? So I mean, obviously there's going to be a little bit of frustration to be where we're at, but at the same time, it's got to be a whole new day and a whole new outlook, and I think that's where we're at. And this is a great challenge, and I think all the odds are against us, and we're gonna try and claw back. It's a new day every day, and at any point, a slump can end for a group, and and usually what's on the other side of a slump is usually a hot streak. So you got to have that belief coming in, and I think if you have that belief that at some point it'll turn, you're putting yourself in the right headspace to be confident and to do the things you need to do to turn it, because it doesn't just happen. Nothing just happens. Maybe now and then you get one that hits you and goes in, and maybe that gets you rolling, but you can't count on that. You got to count on, where you're at mentally. And, I think for us, like you said, we're a level-headed group, and we know this is a tough challenge, but we're ready to attack it.